What is this antique implement? I'm a volunteer in a local historical society, and this appeared in a box of mystery stuff. It is 19 inches long as shown, but longer when unscrewed. It may be agricultural or even wine-related, as we have a lot of both in the area. There was also a large poultry farm here at one time. We have an event next weekend where we show antique items to kids and have them try to guess what they are. But first, we have to know what they are. Any suggestions? It's a Ford Model T rim spreader, or anything with a clincher-style rim would use this to retract the run for changing tubes and tires and then spread the rim back out. It was patented as a rim tool on March 5, 1929 by Elmer T. Rushton of St. Joseph, Michigan, a signer to Hercules Products Company. What is this wooden symmetric object with 4 sliding horizontal branches and hanging parts ending in olive-sized drop-shaped tips? It was found in an old house in the center of France. I cannot see any writing on it. I would like to know what this object was for. Thanks for any clues. It's a wool winder from the early 19th century. It was used to unwind the skein of wool or cotton before winding. The object rotates perfectly on itself on a wooden axis supported by a molded alabaster base. What is this curved metal plate found in a box of heirlooms from the 30s to the 80s? The material is unknown. It fails on acid test for silver, it's non-magnetic, and the tag says Made in India. It's around 51 grams, about 7 inches by 2.2 inches, and the holes are 3.3 inches apart. Too far to be a mask. Any ideas? It's a hair clip that would hold your hair in combination with a hair stick, like these. I guess it's also called a stick barrette or hair slide. It may also be used as a shawl pin on a shawl. You clamp a shawl in between the metal and pin. What are these things found in an old basement in the city? I don't know if they go to any kind of farm equipment or what. They have a crank mechanism and kind of look like bear traps. Any idea what these are? They are shaker grates for coal furnaces. The coal rests on top of them, and then they could be rocked back and forth with a handle to agitate the coals and help ash fall down into the ash pan. What are these sideways drawers in the wall found in an old mansion in Texas that's been converted into a museum? The light switch gives you an idea of the size. They were probably about 2 to 3 feet off the ground. Each one has a handle and opens pretty easily, but the wood inside doesn't seem to have any obvious function to me, and they appear to be part of the original mansion. There was no staff to ask in this room, and I forgot to bring it up again on my way out. Any idea what they're used for? It's an old clothing drying system where people hung clothes and the heat from a burner below would dry the clothes. The Biltmore house in North Carolina had something similar for drying sheets, etc. What is this triangle about 2 inches on each side and is made out of metal? It used to belong to my dad. It also has some sort of ridges along the sides, and engraved on it are numbers. I have no idea about the meaning of the writing since English isn't my first language. Many thanks in advance. That's a wet film thickness gauge, also known as a wet film comb. It was used for coating thickness measurement, or film thickness of paints, enamels, lacquers, adhesives, and many other wet coatings that are sprayed, dipped, or brushed on a smooth surface. Each comb is made up of teeth of stepped lengths. Place a comb perpendicular to and touching the substrate. Hold the comb in position and wait a few seconds until the teeth are wet. The coating depth is measured by which of the graduated teeth are covered. Depending on the standard you're using, the wet film thickness of the coating is either the last coated tooth or between the last tooth that's coated and the first tooth that isn't. What are these lightweight plastic material made to look like pearl and stones found in an old costume jewelry bag? About 1 inch each, and there's nothing else in the bag that seems to be relevant to these. The metal round bits at the end are magnetic, but not magnets themselves. The opposite side appears like the body of an insect. Google Lens just resulted in jade face massagers, tumbled stones, and stone pendants. Any ideas? They are the inserts from a vintage Joan Rivers interchangeable B-pin. The pin is gold tone and accented on the wings with Swarovski crystals. They came in a set of 10 inserts in various colors. My sister and I had just found the exact same little gem things going through our grandma's jewelry. This thing was found in Florida. It is about 18 inches tall, very heavy, made of metal, and the big round bead is glass. Nothing is mechanical or moves, and it does not make a sound. It was found in the crook of a tree. Definitely seems old. But Florida has very acidic rain, so perhaps 10 to 30 years old. No patterning or writing is visible. Thank you for any assistance. It's a vintage health-o-meter bathroom scale from circa 1940s. You step on it, and the weight is shown in the glass bit. My grandparents had one of these. I recognized it immediately. What is this wooden box containing 3 cylinders? It was found in a random bookshelf, and the owner has no idea where it might be from. Around 10 by 5 by 3 centimeters, inside are 3 metal cylinders of 2 centimeters in width, and 2 of them are taller. The containers have some sort of cross on the lids, one of them has an A printed on the top, and 2 have writing on the side, OS and SC. Does anyone know anything about it? I'm a Catholic priest. It's a holy oil stock set with a case. SC stands for Sacrum Chrisma, which means Holy Chrism, the oil used for baptism and confirmation in the Catholic Church. OS stands for Oleum Sanctum, which means oil of the holy ones, which is used in preparation for baptism in the Catholic Church. I'm not clear why the OI vessel is shorter and abbreviated with an A. I suppose A might be meant for the smaller container to indicate the oil used for the anointing of the sick. What is this red metal equipment found on the farm? It weighs about 10 pounds or so, and looks like it might attach to something else, but was found sitting on top of a 5-gallon bucket in the barn. The only identifying markers are the letters HSB seen on the left side of the picture. My neighbor speculated it might be a bit off a tractor, or maybe a piece of a combine harvester. Any ideas? Please let us know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.